On a cold February morning in 2000, 9-year-old Asha Degree disappeared from her home in Shelby, North Carolina. Was it a tragic case of a child running away, or something far more sinister? Despite extensive efforts to locate her, the mystery surrounding Asha's disappearance has remained unsolved for over 2 decades. Today, we're revisiting the case, exploring the possibilities of what happened to Asha Degree. Was she kidnapped, or did she walk away from her life? February 14, 2000, a quiet town in North Carolina, just days after a Valentine's Day celebration. Asha Degree, a bright and shy 9-year-old, lived with her parents and older brother. Her life seemed typical for a child of her age, attending school, playing with friends, and spending time with family. But on that fateful night, Asha would vanish from her home, leaving behind a trail of questions and a family desperate for answers. Asha was a happy, smart child, a 4th grader who had dreams of becoming a teacher. She was close to her family, and there was no indication that anything was amiss in her life. Yet, what happened that night still haunts her loved ones. On the night of February 13, 2000, Asha went to bed like any other night. Her parents, Harold and Aquila Degree, checked in on her before going to sleep. But when the morning came, Asha was gone. Her bed was empty, and the window in her room was wide open. In the early hours of the morning, Asha quietly left her room, climbed out of the window, and disappeared into the night. The details surrounding why she did this remain unclear. Did she run away? Was there an outside force involved? The truth remains elusive. When Asha's parents discovered she was missing, they immediately contacted the police. Authorities quickly launched an extensive search operation, covering miles of land, nearby woods, and roads. But the clues were scarce, and the search quickly turned up no solid leads. In the days following Asha's disappearance, investigators found a few key pieces of evidence. A backpack, with some of Asha's belongings, was found along a nearby highway. But this only deepened the mystery. Why would Asha leave her home in the middle of the night and walk along a busy highway? The first theory that emerged was that Asha had run away. But why would a young girl like Asha choose to leave her home? Some believe it could have been a result of feeling overwhelmed or scared, but there was no clear sign that Asha had been unhappy. The night of her disappearance, she had even told her parents that she loved them before going to bed, leaving little reason to believe she intended to run away. For her parents, the idea that Asha left on her own is heartbreaking, especially given the lack of any significant issues at home. But if she didn't leave on her own, then the case takes a darker turn. Another theory that has been widely considered is that Asha was kidnapped. The fact that she disappeared without a trace, the strange location where the backpack was found, and the absence of any obvious signs of a struggle all suggest the possibility that someone may have taken her. But who? And why? In the weeks and months following Asha's disappearance, there were strange reports. One witness claimed to have seen a child matching Asha's description walking along the highway late that night. But the lead went nowhere. Other sightings were reported in neighboring areas, but none of them were confirmed, and they only added to the confusion surrounding the case. Despite the numerous theories, no one has been able to answer the most important question: where is Asha Degree? As the years passed, Asha's parents continued to search for answers. The case has remained unsolved, with no major breakthroughs in the investigation. Asha's disappearance has become one of the most haunting mysteries in North Carolina. For Harold and Aquila Degree, the pain of not knowing what happened to their daughter has been unbearable. Every day without answers feels like an eternity. They continue to hold out hope that one day, their little girl will come home. As we revisit the case of Asha Degree, we are left with more questions than answers. Did she run away in search of something better, or was she taken by someone who had sinister intentions? To this day, Asha's disappearance remains unsolved, a mystery that continues to haunt those who knew her. The disappearance of Asha Degree has left a hole in the hearts of her family and in the community that loved her. She may have been gone for over 20 years, but her story is far from over. As long as there's hope, there's still a chance for answers.